Hey everyone, it's the Four Gun Guy. And I wanted to do another practice video on a stage we shot at a match about 2 weekends ago here up at Walker County. It's tires. It seems simple. It seems like it's a no-brainer. We should clean it, but there are some things to consider. So if you're ready to go, let's get to it. It was a pretty simple stage, but there were two things, actually three things, that really made it a little difficult for us all. The whole day that day, it was beautiful like this. It was a nice day, but the wind, it was a northerly wind, and it was kind of shifting back and forth, and it wasn't strong. It was maybe 3 to 6 miles an hour, but it was just the way that wind was moving. It really gave everyone some fits. Now, the other thing here is that when Larry puts together a match, and Larry is my gunsmith as well, he likes to put together a challenging match, and he does. And the targets are smaller than some of the matches that most people will be used to. And here's what's going to trick you. You're going to read this stage brief, and this, if you had read this stage brief, in fact, we were just talking about this about 5 minutes ago before he left, you'd look at this and look at the yardages and go, oh, this this thing's going to be awesome. This is going to be a good day. Yeah. So let's talk about this one. It's tires. 9 rounds, right? Shooter will be using 3 large tires. So it's this tire, this one, and this one. All positions will be engaging the 3 prairie dogs in the order, first position, left prairie dog, middle, right prairie dog. Second position, middle prairie dog, right prairie dog, left prairie dog. And the third position is right, left, middle. Prairie dogs are only 395 yards away. Come on, man, that's a chip shot in golf, right? Wait till you see the size of those things in the scope. So you get all, like, okay, I can do this. Make sure you fill your dope card out right with something like this. Make sure you reference your dope card with something like this. Now, I said there were 3 things about this match. Number 1 was the wind. Number 2 was it was 90-second stages. So if you start with these matches that are 2 minutes, 90 seconds just took a fourth off of your 2 minutes, right? So you're going from 120 seconds down to 90 seconds. That's 30 seconds. What did I say on the video I did a little bit ago? What do we do? How many positions? How many seconds per position? 3 positions? I have 30 seconds per position. Okay, that's very manageable. I have 3 targets. They're all the same distance, so that's good. But start thinking about that stuff. So it was the wind, 90 seconds, and smaller targets, right? So let's talk about how you could shoot this, and then I'll shoot it. I'll probably do 6 shots, 2 shots each, and then we'll see how we end up. Well, this stage sets up perfectly, in my opinion, for a tripod rear support with a front bag, right? It really does. All 3 targets are in the same place, so there's not a lot of moving around, trying to find different targets at different ranges, and it just really does set up for that. That is not, however, how I shot it. I shot it as a man in his bag, like Larry likes to say, and I just felt more comfortable with that, and I felt like I want to start really doing more without a tripod for rear support. I love it when it works and when you need it. I either just released a video or going to release a video on another stage over here off the truck where I did use tripod. But for something like this, sometimes I just like to say, I'm going to just do a bag. So that's what I did. So those are the ways you could shoot it. Bag or a front bag with tripod support, because these tires really do lend themselves to support this front bag, and this bottom tire especially does. Right now, you'll have to kind of mess with the tripod behind you when you get to that low tire, but that's okay. But we're not going to do that. Let's just shoot it regular, and let's see how we do. I tell you what I'm going to do first. I'm going to get down on the rifle to show you exactly where these targets are. And I'm going to start zoomed out so we can talk about this. Because again, what do I always say? Find your reference points, right? So let's get down here. I'll turn this on. We're recording. And then I'm going to come way out here. Now, you can see the Connex down there, right? I'm right on it. And our targets are right here. So let's zoom in on those so you can see what I'm talking about. Where's my zoom? Those little bitty, look at how small those things are. Those are the prairie dogs right there. 1, 2, 3. Do you see how they blend in? Man, they're hard to see. So before you shoot, while you're on your binoculars, what would you do here? Well, I'd say let's go ahead and use this yellow as our reference point, one of our reference points. Then we're going to just come down, follow the plates over, and it's to the left of the 2 white plates here. Okay? That's what I would do. Now, I usually run my magnification at about 20. So let's get 20 on here. Let's go 18. See what we look at 18. And this is through my Zeiss S5. So at 18 power, you can see I've got to do a little searching here, right? I may drag that off just a bit. So when I come down on it, I can acquire those targets. All right, let's go ahead and shoot this thing. The other thing I want you to notice is that I have my trigger cam is on. I have my bipod on the front just for a little bit more balance, but this thing is balanced as it is. So here we go. Now, how would we start? I'd start just like this. Just like this. Love it. Buzzer would go off. I'm looking at that yellow mark down there on that Connex. Rifle is down. I'm on the rifle. I've loaded into the rifle. There's the yellow mark. I'm going to come down, and there's our targets right there. I'm just going to shoot 2. I'm not going in order. Miss. Don't know where I did. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Let's go at that. I'm still getting used to this stock. Impact. Okay, so now I stay on my knees. A lot of guys get up. I just stay right here, move over on it, get it. I'm looking down there. Let's see where we ended up. Pretty darn close, right? Not bad. On the target. Shoot that guy. I hit something. There we go. That was an impact. Come off. And I got a 7 on this stage, which was good for me out of 10 out of 9. So here we go, but down here. Now we're down to, this gets a little tricky, right? Because we are down here. This is where I'm kind of free recoiling now. Whew, you can see my heartbeat, right? That's the way it was on the during the match. So I'm going to really load into this thing. That was way low. Can't remember if that was an impact or not. Okay, mag out, bolt back. All right, so that was just a man in his bag. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to reshoot this with a tripod. Okay, let's try it with the rear, with the front bag and tripod. All right, go. And we would say ready, go. We're down. See, now that's pretty stable right there. That's not bad at all. So we're going to come in. I've got my reference point. I see him. turn this on. It is recording, I hope. I'm on them. Let's see. Impact. I want to kind of take my time so I can save my breath. That looked like up left. Fine. And again, I stay down, right? Bring my feel over here up. I'm watching my rifle, over my rifle where the target is. Let's see where I end up. And again, I didn't put my rear admiral on there. Impact. Let's shoot the left. I think there's a little wind down there that I'm not taking into consideration. Now let's see how we do down here on this one. This is tricky. Now the last time when I didn't use this, right, I was really unstable. So let's see if this helps me at all. And it does. Look at that. Wow. Impact. Impact. So you can see the big difference using that plate bag and the tripod rear support there. I'm going to shut this off. Yeah, the tripod rear support there. Okay, mag is out, bolt is back. We're semi-safe there. All right, let's have some final thoughts here in a minute. Well, we saw the difference, didn't we? Now, on match day, when I did shoot the bag, I got a 7 out of 9, so I did pretty good. At least I thought I shot the bag. I'm pretty sure I did. But today you saw that I was struggling a little bit there with the bag. With the tripod rear support, it really stabilized everything well. I will tell you that the key factor for using that tripod as your rear support is you have to be very close to the target before you bring that tripod in. And if you're not close to the target, we're safe. I got a thing in here and everything. If you're not close to the target, if you come here and you come down and I'm here and the target's over here, don't do this. Don't do that. That comes out of the way. This comes over. Get back down on your target and then come in. Trust me, that's going to save you a ton of time and a ton of frustration. You're going to be fighting this thing, even with this tripod lock on there. You'll still be fighting it. So you've got to practice. Remember what we said in earlier practice videos, right? I get down, I get down, I get down. I'm looking at the target, I'm looking at the target, and now I've got the target in my scope. So practice that before you even start messing with a tripod for rear support. Whew. All right, there's another one in the books, guys. I want to thank you for watching. I've got some other practice videos. If the video on this stock hasn't come out yet, this is the Foundation Samson that my buddy James turned me on to. I love it. Got a video on that. Some other practice stuff and some other videos with my shooting buddies so I can get other input and other opinions on the sport. Thanks for watching. Comments, likes, subs, appreciate them all. Ask someone to sub. Doesn't cost them anything, and it really helps me get all this stuff and do these videos for you. I appreciate it. Until next time, shoot straight.